She said,
I
wish it was me. I said, oh no. Oh my God, everybody is crazy.
She said, it was me. I thought, oh no, oh my God, everyone is crazy. But Chrisean Rock is in serious trouble and is aware of it. She is facing multiple lawsuits and could face jail time for offenses like assault and battery. She has turned to Wack 100, Blueface's manager, and her longtime enemy. But Wack 100 has refused to help, leaving Cheech in a desperate situation that may lead her to turn to someone who wants nothing more than to see her fall from grace in an unexpected way. Christian Malone Jr. has begged Christian to clear her record of convictions for drug-related offenses in order to be a part of her child's life. She says, you know I have my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it through in from inside to outside of the jail. But even as she addresses these further issues, Bruce Christian slammed a man who was suing her after a violent confrontation that sent him to the hospital just this month. Her brazen social media defiance simply fuels the debate. The drama doesn't stop there. Christian has remained well known because to her previous connection with Blueface and the drama that surrounded it. But recently she has been more silent online, leading people to wonder where she might be. Is she really making a change for the better, or is this merely the calm before the storm? Stay tuned as we reveal the latest developments in this unfolding saga. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen, to be honest. And it seems like it gets crazier, because Chris's legal problems are getting worse and worse, with numerous lawsuits piling up and no end in sight, raising the possibility that she may go to jail. One of the most significant accusations against her relates to the violent confrontation she had with James Wary Channel, Tomar Braxton's backup vocalist. When I went back to see it, everyone's mouth was still open, and it was unbelievable because it had happened for no apparent reason. Channel has charged Christian with vicious assault, claiming that he suffered severe damage and shattered teeth, as well as other serious injuries. Chrisean received personal service of the case when it was first filed in February, a daring step by the defense team that highlights the gravity of the allegations. Channel's tearful account of the incident has only fueled the flames. When I called the therapist, she informed me that it was traumatizing and that trauma would wake you up from your sleep. His detailed account of the attack and its long-lasting effects on his mental health have garnered a great deal of public sympathy and increased scrutiny of Christian, further compounding her problems. Another claim from her, Lala, has surfaced, seeking damages for an alleged attack that occurred during a band's premiere party over $1 million. The reality star's legal disputes are becoming more complicated as Lala alleges that Christian's attack left her with serious mental suffering in addition to physical injuries. Meanwhile, the unresolved cases are becoming more and more controversial in the public eye. Chrisean was reportedly accused of yelling violently at a hairstylist during the BET Awards after party. Oh my God, what the Ram Monab, a hairstylist, has lodged a case alleging emotional distress and violent attack. According to legal experts, Chen's actions in the numerous ongoing lawsuits suggest that she may face jail time and possibly lose her parental rights to her son, Chrisean Malone Jr. The allegations made against her paint a picture of her as a violent and unstable individual who frequently commits crimes. The pressure is intense and the stakes are higher than ever, so it makes sense that Chrisean, in an attempt to save herself, turned to Wack 100 Blueface's manager for assistance. Known for his tough attitude and turbulent past with Chrisean, Wack 100 has flatly refused her request, leaving her in an even more precarious situation. So although the situation seems to add up, why did Wack 100 refuse to assist Chrisean Rock in the first place? Given their history, it makes sense that the infamous manager would not want anything to do with Chrissy, even though she is Wack 100's primary client. Blueface for years, Wack has kept his intense dislike of Chrisean a secret from the industry. He has always seen her as a liability. A careless shooter who causes more problems than talent. In a recent interview with DJ Vlad, Wack 100 expounded upon his motivations. He stated rather plainly, "You can't pay me to manage Chrisean Rock. She's not manageable. She will do whatever she wants to do, regardless of the amount of money she receives each month." He expressed his frustration with Chrisean's erratic behavior by recalling earlier instances that only served to reinforce his negative perception of her, such as the time she was allegedly caught breaking into Blueface's house, leaving a disturbing message in blood, and driving off in his G-Wagon, only to be discovered 1,500 miles away in Oklahoma with a controlled substance in the car. It just doesn't add up, and you couldn't pay me to bag it. Chrisean Rock will do what she wants to do, regardless of the amount of money she receives each month. Wack's interview also alluded to more serious problems. His words indicate that he sees Chrisean as more than just a problematic personality. Rather, he sees her as a direct threat to Blueface's career and freedom. He suggested that Chrisean's actions have directly contributed to Blueface's current legal troubles. She's in a world she never knew existed. As stated by Wack, if not for Chrisean, Blueface's recent incarceration in Vegas for violating his probation may have been prevented. Chrisean conjectured that Blueface disregarded his counsel and was probably influenced by Chrisean when he traveled to Vegas. Due to this excursion, he was charged with robbery, which violated his probation. The damage was done if he had simply said, "Yo, Rock can't do Vegas right now. If you want to go ahead," because he wouldn't be in jail right now. In addition, fans have their own theories. Wack explained that despite his efforts to mitigate Blueface's legal troubles, including reducing a felony to a misdemeanor, Rock wanted to go to Vegas. Instead of him saying, "No, he went now, he's facing time because of it." Some people say that Wack W100 may be secretly happy about Chrisean's demise, since it will allow Wack to have complete control over Blueface and his money now that Chrisean is no longer in the picture. This theory isn't totally absurd. We haven't had a hit since you've been around, and Wack has always been outspoken about his conviction that Chrisean's influence on Blueface is harmful to both his personal and professional lives. Did you notice that even when you attacked him, we took a loss? He allegedly said to Chrisean during a furious encounter that was caught on the reality show Chrisean Rock, which explores the turbulent relationship between the rapper and Chrisean. "I'm not getting all this lecturing. It's not lecture. We may lose millions in another startling revelation." Wack 100 claimed that Chrisean was attempting to set up Blueface for a violent attack. He released text messages purportedly showing Chrisean giving Blueface's home address to a man from Baltimore who wanted to harm him. "Send that drop of his crib, I need that," the man purportedly replied to one of the messages. Their personal relationship is strained, and Wack's failure to assist her with her current legal situation is justified by this betrayal. The only thing I have to say, Quagmire, is please let us keep the people inside and off the camp. Wack's unwillingness to help Chrisean reflects their long-standing rivalry and his steadfast conviction that she is to fault for her own issues. He has stated on record that her activities have caused a large financial burden from legal fees and damaged property, in addition to endangering Blueface's career. In a recent episode of Chrisean Rock, Wack addressed Chrisean and Blueface about the chaos she causes into their lives, saying, "You're a distraction."